This fish is nice and aha. I'm going to add some dal onto this. The tummy part will have less bone. So once I do the small bites, these bones get exposed. I remove them off and again go at it again. In Indian cooking, we use variety of fishes, and here is another freshwater fish. It's carp. Carp is one fish I used to catch a lot even when I was in US. But this particular fish, rohu, is predominantly a South Asian carp family fish. It is very popularly found not only in India, in Pakistan, Bangladesh and other parts of South Asia. It is not a single bone, it has got a lot of small bones in the meat, but it is one of the delicacies, and especially the Bengalis love this fish. To make this fish, we are going to add a little bit of hing. See, hing is very popularly used for fish fries. Add some coriander powder, some turmeric, chilli powder. You don't have to add too many masalas here, and in this we are going to add a little bit of ginger garlic paste. Especially when we fry this, we are going to add the sourness, but first let me add some salt. Most of the cookings they add lemon juice, but for this South Indian kind of fish curry, I am going to add tamarind juice. Look at this, the thicker kind of tamarind juice. Mix all of this and make a paste. This paste is good enough. So because I want to fry this fish slightly crispy, you do not want too much of masala. I'm going to add all the pieces of the fish. Look at this, perfect. In fact, you can get a bigger fish and do this. Just marinate the fish well. Usually seafood, I don't marinate it long before, just 15-20 minutes before marination is good enough. So make sure you coat each piece of the fish well. Look at this, this is good. Now I'm going to show how to fry, and for this frying I'm going to use coconut oil and kind of shallow fry on a slow flame. The fish is all marinated. Now I'm going to show how to fry this. You take a pan like this and add coconut oil. What oil are we using? We are using coconut oil. So if you want, you can use it. You can use any other oil, refined oil. But this coconut oil gives very nice aroma. Because you make fish at home, once in a while use the coconut oil and see the difference. You will get a nice flavor. First, you want the oil to be nice, hot. It has to come to a smoking point. That means you should start seeing the smoke, then reduce the flame. It has to kind of a little bit slow down, then we are going to add the fish. On this oil, we are going to sprinkle a little bit of salt, okay? This salt will also make this pan a little bit of non-stick. Don't add too much, little bit of salt like this, and once, see, look at this, I put on a really high flame and the oil is almost coming to a smoking point. Once you start seeing the smoke, reduce the flame. And we're going to wait for a few seconds. Add the pieces of fish. Look at this, bigger part of the meat is facing towards the center. So where there is going to be more heat, the pieces like this. This is an entire fish. We don't want to separate the pieces away. So last, the head will go in the center like this. More time you cook on the slowest flame, the fish will turn out excellent. Fried on one side, slowly turn it to the other side. So each piece, you have to do it very carefully. Cook it on a slightly higher flame, the pieces may break down. So I just let it cook on a slow flame. Change the position of the head to one side. Continue to cook it on a slow flame. These kind of fish are delicate, so we're going to handle it with little care. Look at these wonderful pieces of fish. Beautiful. If you prefer, you can also have some onion with it. We give the Olympic circle for the fish. My son always, whenever I decorate the fish, he says, I want a car that has this symbol in the front. So I said, you grow up, you work hard, make your own money and buy that kind of car. So I am happy by putting the onions on the fish. This fish is such a wonderful fish, and the way I have cooked it, with the rice, everything, with the masala also, you can just, eat it. The fish is super hot. So I also explained my son, in the car, Audi, they have 5 rings. I put the 6th one. This is Sanjay Tuma's rings of happiness. This fish is nice and aha. The raw fish is nice and sweet fish. I'm going to add some dal onto this and sambar, whatever. So I prefer it, the spicy fish with the dal and rice, and this part, the tummy part, will have less bone. So once I do the small bites, these bones get exposed. I remove them off and again go at it again. Let me enjoy this fish in peace. Make this at home, eat it with your family and keep saying Vareva.